Weddings are one of the most cherished and memorable occasions in a couple's life. It's a day where you want everything to be perfect, and it requires a lot of planning and organization. But with so many elements to consider, it's easy to make mistakes that can put a damper on your big day. In this video, we will discuss the top 5 wedding planning mistakes to avoid. The first mistake that many couples make is failing to establish a budget and sticking to it. Weddings can be incredibly expensive, and without a budget, it's easy to overspend and end up with unexpected bills or financial stress. That's why it's crucial to set a realistic budget early on and stick to it throughout the planning process. When setting a budget, it's important to determine what you can comfortably afford to spend. This involves taking a good look at your finances and deciding how much you can allocate towards the various elements of your wedding. For example, you may want to allocate more funds towards the venue, food, or entertainment. You can also consider setting aside a contingency fund for any unexpected expenses that may arise. Once you have established your budget, it's essential to stick to it. This means being mindful of your spending and avoiding any unnecessary expenses. It's important to keep track of your expenses and adjust your budget as necessary. You can also consider using a wedding budget planner to help you stay on track and manage your finances. It's also important to allocate your funds to the most important aspects of your wedding. For example, if you and your partner prioritize the venue, then you can allocate a larger portion of your budget to that element. This will help you to stay within your budget while still having the wedding of your dreams. The second mistake is not booking vendors early enough. Good vendors are often in high demand, especially during peak wedding season. If you don't start researching and booking your vendors early, you may end up with limited options, and you may not be able to secure the vendors you really want. This can be especially true for popular venues, photographers, florists, and wedding planners. Waiting until the last minute can cause a lot of stress and disappointment, and may even result in a lower quality of service. To avoid this mistake, it's essential to start researching and booking vendors as soon as possible. As soon as you have a date and a venue, start contacting vendors to check their availability. Don't wait until the last minute to secure your dream team. The earlier you start, the better, as this will give you more options and more time to research and compare different vendors. It's also important to communicate effectively with your vendors to ensure that you get the services you need. Be clear about your expectations, budget, and timeline, and don't be afraid to ask questions or negotiate terms. And once you've booked your vendors, be sure to keep in touch and provide them with any necessary updates or changes. The third mistake is overloading the wedding day timeline and not allowing enough time for each activity. It's essential to create a realistic timeline that allows for each activity to have enough time and breathing room. Cramming too many activities can lead to unnecessary stress and may even result in some activities being rushed or skipped altogether. The fourth mistake is trying to please everyone and not prioritizing the couple's preferences. Your wedding day should reflect your personalities and your unique story. It's crucial to stay true to your preferences and make decisions based on what you want, not what others think you should do. The fifth and final mistake is underestimating the importance of communication and organization throughout the planning process. Effective communication with your partner, wedding planner, and vendors is essential to ensure that everyone is on the same page. And staying organized by creating checklists and timelines will help you keep track of important dates and tasks. In conclusion, by avoiding these common wedding planning mistakes, you can have the wedding of your dreams. Planning your wedding should be a fun and exciting journey, so take your time, stay organized, and remember to enjoy the process.